My husband works hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way.
So we've covered Carmelo Anthony's family pretty extensively. They did somewhat of a public comment with that moron, Dominique Alexander, and we heard his mother talk. So I think it's only fair that we hear the other mother speak, okay? We did this live stream a few nights ago, but I never really posted it, and I think it's the perfect time just to hear what she had to say about the other family, okay? So let's go ahead and break this video down. We also hear from Hunter Metcalf in this interview as well, so it should be an interesting one. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out this situation, and let me know what y'all are thinking so far.
I was mad my son is not here anymore. Just because the kid was mad my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Frisco family mourns runner stabbed, at track meet.
Just tell me about what happened today.
I don't know. I got a phone call from Hunter. He was screaming that Austin had been stabbed. I was at work, and so I drove. I work in Grapevine, so I drove up to the hospital straight away. I actually beat the ambulance there. Yeah, I saw them have him come out. He was on a lot of machines, and it didn't take long for them to come in to say that he had passed. So, not sure, senseless act of a boy that was in the wrong tent, and my son doing the right thing by telling that boy that he needed to be removed from where he was.
One thing I'll say is, you know, we've heard everything about each side, the whole world. I don't think this is like some racist family. I've heard some rumors. It's like, oh, the boys are being racist, the family's racist, this and that. I mean, obviously, let's just be real. They're on the news, so they're not going to say anything out of pocket. But you know when you just get the vibe that somebody is like, you know when you just have the vibe that somebody's like that? I don't get the vibe about her. And we're going to get to talk about the son in a minute. For example, the people who chase down, well, it's not a good comparison. So I'm not going to, but let's just say people who are like racist and claim to not be racist, you still get a vibe off of them. This just seems like a regular mom, bro. And you know, kids could be different, but bruh, she seems like a sweet lady. Shit's crazy, man. But anyways, let's continue.
And just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore. And I don't understand it.
Tell me about Austin. What do you want people to know about your boy?
Oh, he was the most amazing kid. Oh, so smart. He had college football guys looking at him to play in college. His goal was to play in college. He just wanted to play football. His life was going to the gym and working out and being a leader on his football team. And he just had such ambitions and a drive that it's hard to find in a kid. And he's just such a good spirit, and so many kids loved him. And his brother's lost his best friend.
They're twins, right?
Yeah, identical twins. Yeah. They've been like, they are the best of friends. Like, just, I'm so worried about my son, because he's gonna have to face this world alone now, because he had a brother that was with him.
And I was thinking about that, bro. Now, I'm used to being alone, but I had a sister. Well, I have a sister, but she left the country I was in for a couple of years, and that shit throws you off. And it's not like she was dead, you know. But I lived without my sister for like 5-6 years after that, and it was always kind of like, it's different, bro. So imagine You're living with your twin brother day in, day out, and all of a sudden he's not even in a different country. He's gone forever. That shit's crazy, bro. Good luck to him, because the mental stress on that. Listen, you know, people who are shouting out, you know, free Carmelo, he's gonna go through some mental stress too. But the shit that Hunter is gonna go through is gonna be crazy. So, shit, I feel like it's only equal that he go to jail
The whole time, and now he's gonna have to do it alone. And I'm just so worried about him. I really am.
Was Hunter with Austin today?
He was.
And then you're gonna have that fucking clown. I'm not even gonna search his goddamn face up. You had that clown spokesperson riling up the folks.
He made him go away when they were doing CPR on him, but he was there when he was stabbed, and he was holding, I guess, the wound to keep it from. He was trying to save his brother, but I think he said he saw when he took his last breath, and before the CPR came back in. So, for what I heard, he was unresponsive for 5 minutes. They were able to revive him a little, but I think it was too little, too late.
What can the community do for your family?
They need to support the kids at the school. Austin was loved by so many people. They need to know that there's other people out there for them and not against them, you know. And Frisco Memorial has got a football program it's in a process, and we want everybody to know that it's a family and they're there together. So, but just to put your arms wrap around the support.
What's up, Skull Art? How you doing?
This is Hunter. Did you want to talk to him?
What's up, Mark? By the way, shout out all the moderators. I think Mark's the only one here. Mark got in here and got to work immediately.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
He's a good kid. We just got a little altercation, and that's really it. But
We need to hear the full story, okay? I want to hear a little altercation. Clearly, this is more than a little altercation. I want to know how severe it was. I want to listen. We're not going to know until we get to the stand, but maybe we'll get some jail phone calls from the time that. How long was Carmelo in jail before he posted bond? That's what we need to know. But whatever it was, it better have been a whole lot of fucking altercationing happening for him to stab somebody, and I don't see that happening. Yo, what's good, Travis? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in.
he has a good heart. Everyone knows. Everyone around here knows he's a great kid. He just.
Chloe said, "I believe it's about race." You think the situation was over race? I mean, I don't think. Maybe. I don't think so though. It seemed like an asshole came underneath a tent. That's all it seems like to me.
Just one mistake from that dude, and this just took my brother. Just he didn't deserve it. No one deserves a loss from a family like that. I know people that lose their family members all the time, but I just didn't know it was gonna be mine so soon. My best friend and my brother. If y'all could just like, not y'all. Sorry. Just like thank y'all for just comforting us, and like the Frisco area has been comforting my family and me. I just really appreciate everything that everyone's done. It's a really hard loss, but we're gonna get through it with my family. So we'll just stay together. I mean, our relationship is really the tightest I've ever seen in somebody, like between two human beings. I mean, we did everything together, clean the dishes together, do the artwork together, sports. You name anything in the world, it's always us two and one thing. So you're always just basically one person.
Were you guys just a few minutes apart?
4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Austin was first by 4 minutes. He got stuck in me.
So technically, you're bigger brother.
Yes, ma'am. He does a lot of big brother stuff around. He's always on my back. Even if I'm in the wrong, he'll always take my side no matter what. So it's just really heartbreaking to see someone that cares for you that much and does everything even by your side no matter what, just pass away like that.
Mm-hmm. Your mom told me that you were there.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't mind, what happened?
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So
Yeah.
just that's all. And I try to help him, but
It was just senseless.
it was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like that man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid, real strong. And I know I'm strong too, but he's a little stronger. But he did a lot for our family and a bunch of stuff that we just don't recognize. And it's just like, especially throughout our friends too, like everyone knew, like he was the peacemaker. That's what I'm saying. Like, I heard someone who really makes peace, really calms peace down. He makes everything sail smoothly. Because I get upset, but then he calms me down. He was just always there for me. So it's just really heartbreaking to see like how this happened.
Oh my goodness. And you guys are how old?
17.
17.
Yeah, they'll be 18 in July.
I saw a lot of articles say you guys were 16. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they're 17.
Yes, ma'am.
Junior?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Austin wanted to play football.
He would have played college football.
he would have.
He,
For sure.
He definitely used his mindset, his skill level, his IQ of the game was probably the best I've seen in the Frisco area.
Yeah.
As a linebacker, he was a stud, and I always try to fill those shoes with him and play with him. And I had a blast my whole life playing sports with him. My whole life, it was just me and him always good against people. And our last year together was this year, so it's just really heartbreaking not to see him next year on the field.
I'm so sorry, my love. Oh my goodness. I saw that he won like linebacker of the year or something.
For the Frisco Memorial,
And so I don't know if this was like a rival athlete, you know? I don't think there was anything specific that he was going for in terms of Carmelo. I just think he wanted to cause some trouble, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's all in the police report, and everybody's like, oh, you can't listen to what them cops are saying. Listen, there's one thing about conspiracies. They're hard to do. They're hard to pull off. We did a report from like 6, 7, 8, 9 police officers. There's no way that they all coincide really well unless the whole station came together and said, hey, let's fuck this kid. Let's fuck him in the ass real good, ruin his whole life. We don't. Who the fuck has time for that? For some dipshit high school kid? Nobody. So for the people saying, "Oh, the police report is not even is bullshit. It's not even explaining what really happened." Boy, get the fuck out of here. And then I will admit, you know, witnesses told police, right? So you want to go further down to the source. You want to say, "Oh, the witnesses are telling lies. All the kids, they don't like the black boy. Let's not. They're trying to lie. They're trying to lie." Well, there's video footage apparently, and the police didn't come out and say, "Oh, never mind, Carmelo. Scrub that from his record. Actually, Carmelo, that was justified. My bad, Carmelo." The police haven't said that. And if you look it up, there is video footage recovered. So what is that saying? The police report's probably kind of fucking accurate, don't you think? So, you know, it's just crazy how people want to just vomit at the mouth bullshit that doesn't mean anything. You want the kid to be innocent until proven guilty, but I don't think he is. Angel Tiger, I can't read. Angel Trigger Colores? Jesus. Sorry, Angel. I appreciate the membership, man. Welcome in, ma'am. But anyway, let's continue.
he was
Second team all district, which he
Second
should
team
have been
all-district.
first.
Yeah.
But it's just everyone knows around this area the impacts of what he does for football and what he does for families and friends. Like, he's just a great guy overall to be around, and it's
hard
just
worker.
extremely.
Now, again, this is a fucking interview. So I'm not saying that he could be blowing things up, making his brother out to be a wonderful, amazing guy. Of course he will. Maybe he was a little bit of a bully. Maybe he liked to fight a little bit. Maybe he liked to smack people around a little bit. I don't think it still warrants to get stabbed in the fucking heart. So let's not take this beautiful, amazing angel boy talk a little too crazy, because clearly that's what I would do for my brother if I had one. I have a sister. I would do the same thing. He was an angel. Just wait till we get to trial. But on that same note, trust me, we're not going to hear anything was excessive. Like, no physical injuries was on this boy's body. So I don't think you can convince anybody that they were in danger.
It's just really hard. It's just really hard to see someone go like that just for like recklessness.
My focus of my story is, of course, on Austin. That is what's most important. But
I think what's going to happen on the stand to shake things up a little bit, Hunter is going to downplay how rough his brother was, how rough his brother Austin was with Carmelo. He's going to downplay it, and that's going to hurt them. I think he should just be honest. Did he punch him? Did he smack him? Did he really just grab? What really happened? And then what was the repercussions that came from it? It doesn't matter what he did physically, that I think anybody will say that Carmelo was justified in stabbing him anyway. But we'll see.
what would you say about the suspect and what's next?
I don't know anything about him. We have nothing to say.
I've never met this kid until right then. It really was under 30 seconds, this altercation. I've never met this kid in my
What's up, D? How you doing, ma'am? Welcome in.
entire life. And it's just,
And to be honest with you, we don't want to give him any recognition or any care because we have no desire to have anything to do with that man. So.
If Austin can hear you, what would you say to him?
I'd say, that's really hard, but I'd say a lot of things because I saw him before his last moments and it was just,
Not much.
The news asks these questions to get the emotional response. I swear to God. What would you say to him if you saw him again? What the fuck kind of a question is that?
We loved him. He knew that.
he knew how much I loved him, how
Yeah.
much I do for him. Anything, I do anything for him.
Yeah.
No matter what. He's called me, I think anything that he needs, I'll do it for him. He's just a great guy, so when you have a great guy, you want people to be around you, they're going to be around you no matter what. Like, he's a great leader. That's why I always want to tell him, like, I always wanted to be like him in that sense. It's like how he
Arthur was just a troll, guys. My bad. I already blocked him so nobody could see him anymore.
just communicates and has great ways with people all the time. And I always looked up to him for like that. He was a big brother in a sense. He was the same age, but he was a big brother than me.
We just want to make sure that everybody knows how much that Austin is going to be still in our lives, as far as in our memories and our hearts forever. You know, it's going to be really hard. This is going to be really hard.
I can see how much you guys love and adore him.
Yeah, I'm really trying not to cry, but it's
No, it's your baby.
yeah. He was my big baby. He was 225 pounds. Both of them big boys, and I loved him.
And the defense is definitely going to use that. So, going on the interviews are always tricky because so she admitted he's a big boy. Oh, he was a big boy. Austin was in fear for his life. Man, shit, bro. And that it really shows you like the little man complex that what's his name was going through. Of course he would stab the big kid with a knife. What was he, 5'9", 130? Little guy, Oh, I can't beat you, I'll just stab you. Bro, you could have just got the fuck out of there. You could have got the fuck out of there. It's even like what's worse about that situation to his pride, I think, was that they probably said something about his size. Probably said a few things about him. And then when they put their hands on him, he probably moved a little bit and felt like a bitch. It's all about that pride, bro. Carmelo's football profile says 5'11", 165 pounds. I don't know about that football record. I don't know about that football profile. We're going to drop another video tomorrow doing a little bit more of a deep dive. But the police report, if I am not mistaken, listen, He ain't no 5'11". Hell nah. He's a little guy. I probably look down to him. I'm gonna look it up right now again.
Movie time with him, they would ask me if we'd watch a movie and sit on the couch, and he'd put his head on my lap, and I'd scratch his back, and he was just, I don't know, he'd tell me things. He was so personable with me, and you know, I knew stuff that most teenagers wouldn't tell their moms, that just things that because we were close, you know, and now it's going to be us wrangling the future together.
Nah, 5'9", 130. The police report wouldn't get it wrong because they actually weigh you and get your height and shit. That means he was lying. He was trying to get the girls to think he was bigger than he was. Yeah, baby, I'm 5'11". If you're gonna lie, just say you're 6 foot. I guess that's not believable because we clearly see you're a shrimp. So he puts 5'11". I don't know.
You were with him till the end, right? Did you hold him the whole time?
I did, and they yanked me off him.
Yeah, they had to leave. He had to be removed when they did CPR. And then he wasn't able to be in the ambulance.
Welcome in, truth be told. Welcome in.
On the way to the hospital.
So it was just like heart throbbing the whole time, the whole ride on the hospital.
How did you get to the hospital?
My dad came. I called my mom. My mom didn't know. She didn't answer. She was at work, and then she answered my phone. And I told her what happened. She came in right away, and then we drove to the hospital. We're trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, it was hard. That was tough because I beat the ambulance there. I don't even know how that's possible, but I did. Because I came in.
She cries at night. She just doesn't want to cry in front of him. That's probably because I was like, she really not crying. She just doesn't want to cry in front of him. Yeah, that family's fucked up. They're tore up. That shit's crazy, bro. And you know what's crazy is the other family. Well, they're not tore up yet. You know, the Anthony family, they're not as tore up yet because, you know, he went to jail, then they got the bail. He's home now. Everybody's at home. Everybody's in the really nice house. What is it? A nice ass fucking Escalade. We're a family right now. They're shook, but they're not tore up. When that young man gets them years dropped on him, they're about to be tore up just the same. Two families tore the fuck up.
From Grapevine.
What the fuck happened? Hello? Wait, so they really just padded another 20 seconds on the video just to make it longer, bro? What the fuck is really going on? Come on, who did this? Who edited this video? WFAA is out here wild, and they padded like you know what? Let me not even. You know what? To each their own. You know what I'm saying? Let me not even knock the hustle. Let me leave them alone.